Christians. My friend here makes a good question. It seems like an honest question. He says, so if God knows everything that will happen in a person's life, and he does, then why would he allow some to pass away that have never received a new heart? That's the $24,000 question. We don't know why God divided humanity the way he did, but he did. We don't know why he elected some to salvation and the rest to receive eternal damnation, but he did. We don't know why he allowed Adam and Eve to fall in the garden and plunge the entire humanity into utter ruin and depravity and death, but he did. In fact, it wasn't just that God saw that this was going to happen. This was God's divine plan. All of this was his divine plan. It was his decree. It was his determinate counsel. He knew what was going to happen because he is the one who devised the plan for it. He made the plan, so he knew what was going to happen. It's just like if you set your alarm clock tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, you do that, you set your alarm tonight, you know what you're going to do tomorrow at 9 o'clock because you set your alarm. You know. God set the time clock on creation. And all the things that take place in it, everything is under the under the guidance of his providential governing. He controls all events, and all events that he controls, he decreed to have take place. He could have thrown Satan out of heaven and just put him into hell forever right away, but he didn't. He could have, but he didn't. Somehow all these things, even sin and wickedness, have a significance in God's overall plan for salvation. Anyone who dies without receiving a new heart is because they were not elected by God to receive one. And I know how that sounds to human ears, especially in 21st century America, but it is the fact. Why he did this? No one knows why he did it the way he did. We know that he did it, and we know that he is just in so doing. Anyone who did not receive a new heart was still a sinner. And your statement proves that. If they did not receive a new heart, their heart that they have was still corrupt and bad and has to be condemned because God is holy.